Everybody's phone on silent?
Yeah, including that one. Howdy. Are we live? I think we're live. Hi, everybody. How's it going? I think we're live. It is 6 o'clock. Welcome to the Whole Sun Designs Variety Show, virtual variety show. My name is Ryan Zaricki, president and founder of Whole Sun Designs. We're sitting here at Whole Sun headquarters. Normally, we would be having an in-person customer appreciation. Last year, we did a big dinner and a square dance, had a good old time, but obviously things are a little different. So this year, we've gone virtual. So this is my first time doing a live event online other than some webinars. So we'll see how this works. I just got super nervous too, but we'll figure it out. Thank you all for joining us. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the crew, the Whole Sun crew, Alex and Robert, Nathan, Cody, Dakota, Ronaldo. Who am I missing? Allison. Almost forgot Allison, and our intern Sabrina, who put all of this stuff together. We have a great team here at Whole Sun Designs. I feel really blessed to have them on the crew, and they make all the magic happen. I just get to be the face of it sometimes. So we're going to start. Alex, who just recently got promoted to our VP of Operations, is going to step in, give you a little bit of update about where we're at and how we're doing. We've got a ton of fun scheduled for you. We've got music, we've got magic, we've got stuff for kids, we've got yoga and meditation, we've got how to make drinks and cocktails if the yoga and meditation doesn't help you relax as much as you need to. I look forward to hanging out with you this evening. And thank you all so much for coming. There are plenty of comments down below. I think over here or over here somewhere you can comment. We're going to do lots of giveaways, so let us know you're out there. If you've got any questions, feel free to throw them in a chat box. We'll have plenty of time in between our little videos to address those questions if you like. And again, thanks for joining us. Happy Friday. It's the weekend. I'm going to pass it off to Alex. He's going to tell you a little bit more about where we're at, and I'll be back shortly. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Alex York. As Ryan mentioned, I'm the Vice President of Operations here. Thank you so much for joining us this evening for our annual Customer Appreciation event. I'm sorry we couldn't do this in person. When we're in person, I get to meet and talk to each of you, but we're doing our best to make things work in these remote digital times. A little about Whole Sun Designs. We're founded by Ryan in 2011. We've installed almost 400 systems to date. Installations really ramped up starting in 2017, and about 70% of our systems have been installed in just the last 3.5 years. To put more numbers on that, and I know numbers are really exciting, but I'm a giant nerd, so to date, our systems have generated 6.76 gigawatt hours of clean energy. That offsets 11.8 million miles of driving an average passenger car. That's the annual electrical usage of 809 homes, or plant the emissions reductions equivalent of planting 80,000 trees. However, maybe most excitingly to me is the rate at which this number is growing. This number is growing exponentially. It's almost doubled from this time last year. So as we get more and more systems out into the wild, we really get to see our impact just ballooning, which is awesome. Currently, we're hard at work improving our processes as we weather the pandemic and the social unrest from systemic racial inequality. We've been very fortunate to be able to continue working through these times, but it's not been easy, and it's very warm in here, and sometimes we have terrible slips of the tongue. But we, like most of you, have been struggling to adjust to how we work in the current environment. In the future, we see storage as a key and growing segment of our business. We're happy that we can offer multiple storage solutions to our customers, and that includes the Tesla Powerwall as of very recently. We're also hoping to expand our crew in the near future. But that's enough about Wholesome Designs. So thank you all again. We wouldn't be where we are today without the support of our amazing customers. So now back over to Ryan.
Thanks, Alex. We're trying to do the social distance thing in the office, but also trying to be clear to talk to y'all out there. Little housekeeping bits. This is a fundraiser. We, as Alex mentioned, interesting times that we live in. We are using this as a fundraiser for two organizations. First, Wonderlab, great science, technology, museum here locally in Bloomington geared towards educating children. They actually have a video that we'll play for y'all later. And also the local chapter of the NAACP. As Alex mentioned, racial inequality has become very much at the forefront of our minds, and we want what we can to help those persons of color in our community that are fighting the good fight and trying to address those issues that have become so prevalent in our society. If you like, there are some buttons somewhere to press and donate. We're doing matching funds, so any dollars that you all donate to those organizations, we are going to match them. So please help us out, give us some money, and we'll pass it along to good causes. What else? As I mentioned before, we've got lots of stuff to give away. Another kind of thing that has happened in our community, obviously there are a lot of small businesses out there that are struggling, mostly service industry things, and we've been lucky enough to continue to keep working through these times. We were deemed essential as an electrician, as a construction company, and we've been working pretty steadily throughout these times. It's been challenging, and we've changed a lot of the ways that we do work, but luckily we've been able to continue working. That unfortunately is not the case for businesses in our community. So we have lots of gift card giveaways to hand out to folks. So again, let us know, comment, and we'll be entering you into drawings for gift cards. And also, let's see what else. Oh, I know. If you're interested in solar, we'd also be happy to sell you solar. So there's a form. Give us your information, contact info. We can put you in touch with Robert, our sales guide, and he can walk you through the process as far as exploring putting solar on your home. Obviously, we still do that. So thank you all for being here. One of the things that has really helped me through these really challenging times has the past year or two, I've really buckled down and gotten a really good morning routine together. Mental health and stability is becoming very much less hard to talk about, I think. We actually talk about it quite a bit within the organization of just how do we stay healthy, how do we stay strong. And we're going to start tonight with a meditation practice. A local yoga instructor named Izzy Owens, who is a Vibe yoga instructor, has a little video here about mindfulness, and just take a couple of minutes, some deep breaths, check in with yourself and see where you're at. If you need to relax some things, this is a good opportunity to do so. So I'm going to hand it over to Izzy, and we'll circle back to you here shortly.
Hi everyone, my name is Izzy here in Bloomington, and today I'm super excited to lead you all through a very short and simple guided meditation. We're going to do a body scan today. So go ahead and get into a comfortable shape that you'd like to stay for the next 4 or so minutes. And this can be in a seat on the ground, it can be in a chair, you can also lay all the way down on your back. So just take your time here, get comfortable. And once you get into your shape, maybe move around a little bit, just kind of feeling where you're physically connected to your base. So I'm sitting on a block, I'm sort of cross-legged here, so feeling that connection to my deck on my shins and the sides of my feet. Then go ahead and bring your hands onto your thighs. They can come face down or face up, or palms together in your lap. And just take a couple of moments to tune into your breath. So just to notice where your breath is physically sort of hovering in the body. If it's more in your chest, more of a shallow rhythm, or maybe your breath is already pretty deep into your belly. And then either soften your gaze or close your eyes. And we'll start at the crown of our heads, bringing your attention there, as well as this intention or energy of grounding. And so as you bring your focus upwards, you just start at the crown of your head. And then gently scan down through your forehead, through your eyes and your eye sockets, even into the center of your skull, where your brain is hovering, floating. And feel a sense of release or heaviness growing into your cheekbones and your jaw. Release your bottom jaw from your top jaw. And continue downwards into your neck. Soften your shoulders, so growing the back of your neck. And then feel that sense of heaviness, of grounding work its way into your chest. Melt the front and back of your heart into stillness. You may feel like there's more space. Perhaps it's easier to breathe as the upper body starts to soften. Scanning down through the tops of your arms into your elbows, moving all the way through your wrists, your hands, your fingertips. Even your fingernails feel a little bit heavier. Gently move your scan in through your torso, softening your belly. And then as it moves into your hips, feeling your hips and glutes, your pelvis get heavier and sit a little bit deeper into your grounding, whatever foundation you're connected to. And then gently move that scan of grounding and peace into your low body, working its way into your hamstrings, your quads, your femur bones. And then gently soften your knees, both the front and backs of your knees. Imagine you could soften every little crevice, every little space of breath and bone in through your knees, in through the bottoms of your legs. Moving into your shins and your calves. Soften your ankles. Let the arches of your feet feel heavy. And then follow that sensation of release in the tops of your feet, your toe mounds, your toes, And even your toenails feel heavy. From here, come back to your breath. And imagine that with every breath cycle you take, you also take that body scan a little bit quicker, but just as effective, starting at the crown of your head, flowing through your body all the way to your toes. With every breath, sending another wave of release, of grounding. If your mind starts to wander, no worries, no need for a judgment. Just call it back. From here, release your scan and focus. Take a moment just to notice what's going on in the physical body. What sensations you have and where they are. Slowly, when you're ready, open your eyes. We'll finish by taking a big breath in. Sweep your arms high overhead on your inhale. Full exhale, draw your palms to touch in front of your heart. We'll end here together. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Namaste.
Now hopefully you can hear me. We're a little new to this whole live cast thing, so we're trying to figure it out. Hopefully that helped. I know like the tension of getting all this stuff together, taking some deep breaths and letting that stuff go is always nice. So I know for myself, I hold a lot of tension in my jaw. I clench my jaw, and I also tend to hold a lot of stress in my lower back. So it's become a good daily practice for me to be able to let that stuff go and approach the day and have a good day at work. So if that doesn't work, you could always have a drink. Up next, Cardinal Spirits, who I have to say I have been very, very impressed with as a small business in this community. Very early on with the COVID-19 stuff, they switched a lot of their operations over to producing hand sanitizer almost immediately, and were putting that stuff out into the community for free and just doing what they could do as a small business to really help support the community in ways that they knew best. So big props to them. And today we're bringing on Cardinal Spirits to teach us how to make a couple of cocktails. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Jeff. I'm co-founder and president of Cardinal Spirits here in town. We're Bloomington's oldest craft distillery and only distillery here in town. You know, we've got our tasting room and down on Morton Street, and you can grab cocktails to go there throughout this whole time, which has been wonderful. And also you can grab our bottles, you know, around the state, around the city. So I'm going to show you two of my absolute favorite cocktails. I've been drinking them a lot during this time. One is just your very classic daiquiri, which is so great. You know, really two things that make you a better bartender at home. I think the first one is using fresh juice, and daiquiris use fresh juice, which is great. And then the second thing that makes you a great bartender at home is that you just make a lot of drinks at home and just do it a lot, so that helps too. The second one is the Terra Old Fashioned, And this is a riff on your classic old fashions that Don Draper made so famous with Mad Men. But with ours, we're using gin, and this is a great twist. So let's get started. Daiquiri is really simple. You're going to grab 2 ounces of our tiki rum. This is a delicious rum made with some really wonderful yeast and 2 different types of substrate: evaporated cane juice and molasses, for all those that are following around at home. I love this little measuring cup, OXO. You can look down on it, see what you need. I always think that cocktailing is similar to baking than it is to cooking, that you really want to have things more exact. I know when I bake, I measure twice. When I cook, you're just kind of throwing things in the pan and hoping for the best. So these are great shakers. You see them at our bar. You don't have to use a shaker like this, but we like these. So 2 ounces of tiki rum. We're going to add about 3/4 ounce of lime. I say about because you do want to test your lime juice and see how acidic it is and how tart it is. Certainly at different times of the year, but we tried this. It's delicious. Again, fresh juice makes all the difference here. Get rid of those bottles. And then 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. So simple syrup, equal parts sugar and water, keeps in the fridge for a while. You can do that at home. Do a cup of sugar, couple of water, and you're all good to go. I got a 1/2 ounce here, throw it in. And then ice. Ice is a really important element of cocktails. Adds dilution and it chills. So threw some ice in there. I like to build in my small cup, pour it in my big cup, slap this on, and then this is really key. You gotta shake it like you mean it, I guess. So give it a good hard shake. You see a little frost builds up here, which is great. And now you got to open this up, which is always a challenge. Hold it at the bottom, slap here on this side, which has the gap. There you go, give it a hardened one. Then you're going to strain it into a glass. We use this strainer. See how this goes. Okay, this is a straight up daiquiri. Enjoy this one. Let's try it. Perfect. That tiki rum really comes through. Okay, let's do another drink. Terra Old Fashioned. To this one, is opposed to the last one, which was shaken. This is a stirred drink. So you're going to want to grab, this is a nice mixing glass, but you could also build it in a pitcher or even build it in the glass for sure. For this one, my favorite spirit that we make, our Terra Botanical Gin. Really tastes very wild and just, amazing. So for this, again, do nice tight measurements. It's 1.5 ounces of gin. I'm gonna pour that in here. Oh, and I should say you should start with some ice in this glass. So in this case, we're gonna use a large cube. These are always those fun cubes that you see we have at the distillery. You can get ice molds anywhere. Goods for Cooks in town has them. Highly recommend. 1.5 ounces of Terra. 1/2 ounce of Flora. This is one of our liqueurs, one of our oldest products. Raspberry, jasmine, hibiscus. It's beautiful. I love it. It kind of reminds me of like a sweet tea. It's actually delicious in iced tea. 1/2 ounce here. Then we're going to do 3/4 ounce of dry vermouth. We're using Martini and Rossi extra dry. I think it's fine. Remember, always, always, always keep your vermouths in the fridge. So 3/4 ounce. Add that in here. And then we have a dash of grapefruit bitters. Actually, you know what? I don't have any, so I'm going to go with just regular Angostura bitters. These are available just about anywhere. Big Red carries a great collection of bitters. Goods for Cooks has some too. I put a dash in there of the bitters. Then this is the fun part on this one, as opposed to shaking, we're going to stir. Hopefully you can see me stirring this here. I've got this long spoon. You know, now if you're a bartender, is when you like, oh, okay, great, where are you from? Oh, okay, yeah. Rough day at the office? Sure. Okay, so I think you can stir for a while here. You really do want your drink to get nice and cold. I usually stir holding. But again, some nice stirring. And then you're gonna put this into a rocks glass. Now, I would say just use the ice that you would stir with. Probably at the distillery, we would use separate ice for presentation purposes. But you're at home, we're in a quarantine. Ice isn't, always readily available. So here you go. Delicious Tara Old Fashioned. It looks beautiful. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much for Whole Sun Designs to have us here. We love it. We love this community. Thank you. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear masks. Bye.
All right. So hopefully, if anybody's thirsty, and also if you want to go the easy route, cocktail in a can. Thanks, Cardinal Spirits. We appreciate you. Appreciate all the good work you do. So next up, we've got a musical act from Brazil, Indiana called Frequency. We work really hard out in the sun. Whenever the sun's out, we're out on a roof. The guys are doing a great job of staying hydrated these days because it can be brutal up there. But when the sun goes down, heats back up.
Jump into the water, as all the cables and ropes. Step out to the high street, grab yourself a cruise, let's go. Is that anything that's the end? But it is all I wanna do. You can just rock the boat wherever you do. On a pontoon, making waves and catching waves up on the roof. Jumping on the back, don't act like you don't want to. Honey in some bushes, I'm out here in the open, motorboat. Reach your hand down into the cooler. Now drink it in the mountains on blue. Try to keep it still. As break light on your back and it's on a pontoon, making waves to catch your rays up on the roof. Jumping on the back, going out like you don't want to. Honey in some bushes, I'm out here in the open, a motorboat. I'm out and out with a little side, wood paneling and a water slide. Can't beat the heat, let's take a ride. On a pontoon, making waves to catch your legs up on the roof. Jumping on the back, don't act like you don't want to. this is your dancing water.
Thank you, tech support. Y'all didn't hear any of that, did you? Thanks. We're figuring it out here. We, I think, had a couple of, that's Sabrina, by the way. She's our intern. She's helping us out here. Thank you all so much for being here. We're trying to figure this out. We're doing the best we can. I think we had a couple of feeds, so hopefully we've joined forces and we're all virtually hanging out together now. Thanks for your patience. We're doing the best we can. You know, actually, as a business, this has been a really interesting opportunity for us. It's been a goal of ours to try to go paperless as a business for quite a while. So this has been kind of a kick in the pants to really kind of up our game as far as doing digital whatnots. It goes. So we're now currently taking payments virtually, digitally. We're signing contracts. We're doing a lot of our sales process digitally, which has been challenging, but also a really good experience. And we've been able to really push into that paperless realm and limit our impact on the environment even more. So we're figuring it out as we go. It's a nice thing about a small business is we just kind of do what we can and figure it out. And we thank you all for your patience. Hopefully you enjoyed the music, Frequency, and all of the other performers and presenters. We've got links down in their bio. So if you want to know more about Cardinal Spirits or Wonder Lab or Frequency, any of those, there should be some info down below. So check that out. Oh, let's give away some stuff. Y'all have been patient. Let's give away some stuff. So we have gift cards from Rainbow Bakery, Cardinal Spirits, Mother Bear's Pizza, and Hopscotch Coffee, all local Bloomington businesses, locally owned and operated. So I never play the drums, but that's the best drum roll I got. Patrick Siney, you won a gift card. So comment below, tell us what gift card you'd like. And we'll get that out to you. We randomly chose numbers. So again, if you want to be entered in, let us know you're on the call or on the video. We've basically just been choosing random numbers. So let us know you're out there and we'll throw you in the mix and maybe we'll get you some free pizza. Hey, Alex.
What, Ryan?
You know I do magic?
Huh?
Yeah, we make electric bills disappear.
Oh!
But seriously, we should probably leave the professional magic up to the professionals. Up next, we've got Daniel Lusk, who's a professional magician. A little magic trick for you.
Hi, I'm Magician Daniel Lusk. Thank you so much for having me at your event. Now, when I heard this was going to be online, I thought, hey, I would like to do a card trick I was taught when I was a kid. But I thought, well, maybe you wouldn't be able to see the trick. So I went on Amazon and I ordered the largest cards I could find. This is what came. I wanted to show you a trick my Uncle Joe taught me. Now, Uncle Joe is one of those uncles we didn't talk about a whole lot. You might have an uncle like that in your family. Because Uncle Joe didn't just teach me a magic trick, he taught me a gambling routine. He used to play a game out on the streets called the 3-card Monte. You might have heard of it. It uses 1, 2, 3 cards. An ace, a 2, and a 3. Now, the ace is the card that you want to find. The 2 and the 3 are just there to confuse you. With that, Uncle Joe would take the cards and he would give them a shuffle. Now it looks like he gave him a fair shuffle, but if you look closer, he would actually never get the cards out of order. That way he always knew where the ace was. He would then take one of the cards and place it in his pocket. I didn't think about that when I ordered the cards. That's okay, we'll have to improvise. Hey, no laughing, okay? Now your job is to find the ace. And oh, don't show that side. That's important. Where's the ace? It's actually right there. That's a 2. I think I might have tricked a lot of you with that. Let's do it again. It's an ace, a 2, and a 3. All you've got to do, keep your eye on the ace. The 2 and the 3 are just there to confuse you. Again, take the cards, shuffle them up. Now we all know Uncle Joe's secret at this point. He never got them out of order. Now some of you had trouble finding the ace last time, so I'm going to help you out. I will raise it up higher than all the others. That way, even on... Some of you might need some special help. There you go. All right. I will now take the ace and place it in my belt. All right. Now, this is the part of the trick where a lot of people stop trusting me. I don't know why. Oh, don't show that side. That's important. Where's the ace? That's a 2. I said I put the ace right there. Is anyone getting this? It's only 3 cards. All right, we'll do it one more time. Take the cards, shuffle them up. We all know Uncle Joe's secret at this point. Never get the cards out of order. Well, y'all were having trouble with 3 cards anyway, so let's just get it down to 2. I'll place one of the cards on the table. Ace is on top, 3 is on bottom. Here we go. Find the ace, top or bottom. What about now? Do some of you need a special hint again? Where's the ace? On top? Yes, you finally got it right. I mean, not here, because that's a 2. Did you mean on top of the table? And that's how you win Uncle Joe's 3-card trick. And now, one of my favorite close-up routines.
It's impressive from a fellow magician. Good job, Daniel. Let's keep the free stuff going. Can we get a randomly generated number? Next person, Ann Hedden. Free stuff. Comment what you like. Rainbow Bakery, Cardinal Spirits, Mother Bears, or Hopscotch, and we'll send you a gift card. Also, if you win a gift card, email us at info@wholesundesigns.com so we know where to send your free stuff. If you're lucky, you might get a grocery bag or a hat too. So thanks again for everybody for joining us. Thanks for Daniel and the cool magic tricks. He'll be back a little later to actually teach us how to do some magic. If you'd like to apply to learn how to make those utility bill disappears, we're always hiring people. You can also send your resume to info@wholesundesigns.com. But moving on, up next we've got Wonder Lab, one of our cohorts that we're raising money for. I have always been super impressed. I've done a lot of fairs and festivals promoting solar. Just go and set up and talk to folks about solar is one of our major marketing themes as of late. And I've always been impressed with how kids get it. They just get it. How does solar work? Puts a panel out, sunshine on it, you produce electricity, zero emissions, super easy. And I think places like Wonder Lab are great at fostering that innovative spirit in children. And it's one of the reasons that we wanted to use this as a fundraiser for Wonder Lab. So we've got a cool little video for here. So if you've got any shorties out there that are interested in summer science fair projects or something along those lines, here's some ideas for you. Thanks.
Hi, Megan from Wonder Lab here, bringing you another fun science activity that you can do at home. Have you ever wondered why clocks run clockwise?
It likely has to do with how the Earth's rotation makes the sun in the northern hemisphere appear to move through the sky from east to west at a constant speed.
It's a beautiful sunny day in Bloomington, so it's the perfect opportunity to make our own simple sundial.
We'll just need to make sure we have a few things to get started. A sunny, open area, a circle, something to mark the hours, and something tall and straight to cast a shadow.
First, we're going to start with something round. Since we're all spending a lot of time at home these days, we can use things that we find around the house. I found this embroidery hoop, a circle that I drew using a compass, and this hula hoop. So I decided that I'm going to use the hula hoop. What can you find around your house that's round? Let's see what else we need to build our simple sundial. You can use any object to mark the hours. Rocks, toys, this old boot, or even your cat.
Okay, maybe not your cat.
I decided I'm going to cut numbers out of a LaCroix box that I found in my recycling. Now I need a gnomon. That's the element in the middle of the sundial that will cast a shadow. What do I have that's tall and straight?
Next, divide a circle into 12 equal parts. For the sundial shadow to move like the hour hand on a clock, the shadow would have to move 30 degrees on our circle with each hour that passes. Let's see what really happened.
We set our sundial to show the correct time at 9 a.m. and observed how the shadow from our gnomon moves around our sundial throughout the day. So what we discovered is that while the shadow does move clockwise, due to the movement of the sun overhead, the path of the shadow at this time of year doesn't look like a clock at all, and north is not 12 noon. Can you guess the reasons why?
Well, it's the middle of July right now, so the sun rises at 6:30 in the morning and sets after 9 o'clock at night, giving us more than 14 and a half hours of daylight. Also, did you know that Bloomington is 11 degrees west of the Eastern Time Zone longitude line? So the sun reaches its highest point over Bloomington 44 minutes later than, say, New York or Washington, D.C. That's 4 minutes for each degree of longitude. And because of daylight saving time, the sun is actually at its highest point an hour after that by our clocks. You can find ways to make a more complex and accurate sundial if you search online. One way is to use a gnomon that rises at an angle equal to the sundial site's latitude. Remember, our gnomon from before was straight up. In Bloomington, the angle is 39 degrees. Let's see how that changed the shadow on our sundial at noon.
With our 39-degree gnomon, we can see that the shadow is much closer to north than the vertical gnomon was. Now you can explore making your own sundial at home.
Thanks for joining us today to learn how sundials and clocks tell time differently, even though they both run clockwise. At WonderLab, we love exploring the science behind the things in our everyday lives.
We want to thank everyone who has joined us to experience the wonder and excitement of science through our virtual programs over the past few months. You can find more information about upcoming programs, as well as updates on the museum's reopening plans at wonderlab.org. From everyone at WonderLab, thank you, and stay curious.
Hey, we're back. Thanks, WonderLab. Y'all do good work. Keep it up. And a reminder, too, that down in the description somewhere, hopefully there's a link to WonderLab's donation page. So if you'd like to help us out, again, we're going to match dollars between WonderLab and the NAACP. So if you'd like to donate some money, help them out. They're doing good work out there, teaching the kids the right thing to do. So, let's see. Let's give away some more stuff. Drum roll, please. Mary Alice, you get a gift card. Let us know what you'd like. Hopscotch, Rainbow, Cardinal, or Mother Bears, pizza, booze, coffee. What's your flavor? Let us know, and we'll get that out to you. And like I said, we've also got some Whole Sun swag. We got some cool new grocery bags. I'll go grab one of those so we can show them off. It'll motivate you to get in there and join into the conversation. We're happy to have you all here. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's see. Oh, one more reminder. We've got our form. So if you don't have solar yet, I know a lot of you do, but if you don't have solar yet, we've got the form somewhere, one of the descriptions down. My production team is telling me down. There's a form, so if you'd like to give us your info and start the road to going solar, we'll put you in contact with our sales crew and get you going there. Another music break. Here's some tunes. Enjoy. Can you hear me? I think we're working. All right. I love the guy jumping in front of the video at the end. I kind of feel like that right now. I'm like, are we working? Are we not working? I don't know. Well, I think we're doing all right. And we've got more stuff to give away. Two bags. Hold on. There it is. Homegrown solar. We also recently became a Panasonic Elite installer, the only one in Indiana and one of the few in the Midwest. Panasonic, great solar panels, what I'm putting on my house. American made most of the time. It's a little tricky these days, but yeah, and we also have hats. So if you've been good and nice in the comments section, we'll send you a gift card along with some swag. So next winner, Mariah, congratulations, you get stuff. Let us know what you'd like, Rainbow Bakery, Cardinal Spirits, Mother Bears, or Hopscotch, and we'll probably throw in one of these fancy little bags, grocery bags for you. Upside down. There you go. Yeah, so again, don't doing cool stuff. We've got links to the bands, Wonderlab, the Magician description in the bio here. So if you'd like to learn more or reach out and support them, please do. It's troubling times. Spread it around if you can. If not, get help where you can. So Hope you're all staying safe out there. Wear your mask. It'll help stem this and hopefully shorten the period of time we've got to keep doing all this fun corona prevention thing. So stay safe out there. And in the meantime, if you'd like to learn how to do some magic, here's
Hi,
Mr.
everyone.
Lusk.
Welcome to the School of Magic. I'm your teacher, Daniel Lusk, and today we're going to learn a mind reading trick with crayons. I'm going to need someone's help. Magic hands! Here's what I want you to do, Magic Hands. I want you to take the crayons and place one of them in my hand. Take the others and place them behind your back so I can't see them. Now, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to read your mind. I want you to focus. I want you to think about the color you put in my hand. It's starting to become clear. It has an E in it. 2 E's. Starts with a G. It's my favorite color. Was it green? That's it. It's green. And now, here's the secret. All right, here's what you're going to need. Crayons. That's it. I like picking 5 different colors that aren't too similar. Hand the crayons to someone. Turn around and instruct them to place one in your hand. It really doesn't matter what color it is. When you turn around, what you're secretly doing is quickly taking your thumb and getting a little bit of that crayon underneath your fingernail. Then, as you turn around to read their mind, you are placing your hand in front of you. And as you do, you look down at your thumb and see what color's there. Now, you can make the reveal really quick. Your color was green. Or you can drag it out a little bit. I'm starting to see the letter E twice. Starts with G? Is it green? Or maybe you even know their favorite color, and maybe that's the color they put in your hand. You put your favorite color in my hand. I knew it. It's green. All the time, your little bit of crayon is right there. Now, to take away the evidence, you can just flick it off and no one will know. You can do this trick a couple times, but I wouldn't do it more than twice because they might start to catch on. Here's a bonus trick for you. I have a crayon and now I have a pencil. But how did I do that? Well, the secret is in the pencil. This is not a normal pencil. It's a gimmick pencil. A gimmick is an item that looks normal, but actually has a secret. What's the secret? There's a crayon wrapper glued to the other side. I use the end of the pencil, the eraser, as the end of the crayon. Now, I pick a red crayon cover because of the color of the eraser. You can use red or pink, anything like that. You will need to have help getting the wrapper cut. I used a sharp blade to open that up. So get an adult to help you with that. I also super glued this to one side. So you might want to help with that because I can even get my fingers stuck together. You got to be careful with super glue. Now it's a little less than half of the wrapper. If it's more than half, then you would see it on this side. It would be sticking out. But since it's a little less than half, you don't see it at all, and on this side, it still looks like a crayon. So how do you do the trick? Well, when you hold the crayon side, you make sure to hide the pencil behind your hand, like so. When you shake it, you start to turn the pencil like that. You do it real quick. This is going to take some practice. Let's see that again. I'm going to slow it down. Turn and show the whole pencil. Now, you need to make sure not to show any of the wrapper. And you can't actually hand this out after the trick, so put it right back into your pocket. Let's see this one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. It's a real good trick. Just get some help making your special pencil gimmick. And also, use a pencil that's not sharpened. You don't need to poke yourself with a piece of lead. Welcome to the School of Magic. I'm your teacher, Daniel Lusk, and today we're doing a card trick. Okay, now I'm going to have someone pick a card. Pick a card, anyone you'd like. I'm going to turn my back so I don't see it. You can show it to our friends as well. We'll take the card back. And we'll place it somewhere in the middle. Go ahead, push it in. Now, this is going to be amazing because I'm going to take your card out invisibly. I'm holding onto your card right here. Now, I know that seems silly, but I can prove to you I really have it by flipping the card upside down. I will now place it back into the deck. Now, if I was really holding onto your card, it should be the only card that's upside down. Look. There is one card upside down, and it's your card. Let's learn the secret. This is one of my favorite card tricks. It's actually one of the first tricks I ever learned to do. All you need for this trick is a deck of cards. Have someone pick a card. It could be any card at all. Since they grabbed the 4 on the first time, we'll use it again. Whatever card they grab, they can show the audience and everyone else around. You say, I'm going to turn around so I don't see the card. Now, as you turn around, what you do is you take the deck of cards and flip it over. Take the bottom card and turn it back over so it looks like a normal deck. It's not a normal deck though, it's upside down. You don't show them that though. As you turn around, you take the card back and you place it in the middle. Now you want it in the middle, that way it's consistent down the road. Go ahead, push it back in. Now when they push it in, I like to keep my thumb or my finger on the back side of the cards so it doesn't push any extra cards out. Push it in. Now here's the move. It's called the claw. I say, I'm going to do this right in front of you. And as I do that, I grab the cards like this with the claw and turn the entire deck over. Yeah, that way it's now back to the regular place except for one card. Now one card will be upside down, and that is their selected card. Oh, and also remember though, not to spread too far. Remember that back card, it's still going to be upside down, so you don't want to show that one. As you spread, keep some pressure on the cards, and once their card appears, stop, show it to them. When they're not looking, you can even take that bottom card and turn it back around. That way, everything is back to normal. Now here's a couple variations you can try. You don't have to do the story of pulling it out invisibly and putting it upside down. That's something I made up. Use your own imagination, come up with a story. Maybe before you do the reveal, you pull out a magic wand, you tap it on the deck, and maybe that's what makes the card turn upside down. Or maybe you can do it with a little bit of flair. Right before you reveal it, go like that. It makes a really cool sound, and maybe something magical happened. Let's check the deck, and of course, their card is now turned upside down. Use your own imagination and come up with your own variation of how to reveal the card.
Quiet on the set. Going live. Hi, we're back. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm gonna have to get together with Daniel and teach him the whole electric bill thing. And there's a form if you'd like to do that for yourself. But yeah, so rolling right along. I think we're making good time. I don't think we're gonna be here the full 2 hours, but we've carved it out just in case. If anybody's got a hot date tonight, we'll get you out of here early. And yeah, so drum roll. Next winner is Renee Sweeney, who's your environmental counsel, I believe. Thanks for joining us. Another great organization doing great things. One of the really cool things I love about doing this work is I feel like I've met all the like cool folks in Indiana that want to go solar. So that's how I gauge coolness in my life. So thanks everybody for being out there. Renee, let us know what you'd like. Sounds like there's lots of vegans in the comment section. If you want, we also have pizza and all good things like that. So let us know what you like and we'll get that to you. Speaking of cool organizations, next up we've got the Earth Charter Indiana, a great organization doing really cool work. And one of the really cool things that they're doing is a summer camp for kids. This year, because of coronavirus, they're doing it virtually. So they're having a virtual climate camp for kids. And the second and third videos that we'll show here are actually projects that were done by kids at the kids camp this year. Earth Charter Indiana is a nonprofit organization which aims to inspire and advance sustainable, just, and peaceful living in Indiana by promoting the values and principles of the Earth Charter. Thanks for doing that work. We're going to start with sprouts. So if you're getting hungry, if you've worked up an appetite this evening, may take a little while, but we'll teach you how to grow some sprouts. And then that video will be followed by 2 videos from kids. One that's got some cool cats and dogs working together to change the world. And the third one is a very talented young musician playing some music and talking about how to make the world a better place. So Earth Charter Indiana, you're up.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to Sproutin' with Tina. Today we're going to learn how to grow our own food from your own kitchen. All you need, and you got them in your jars. So these are just a mix of different kinds of seeds. And sprouts are awesome because you just germinate them in water and you eat them. And they've got tons of nutrients. They're quick and easy to grow, but they're really, really, really healthy for you. So we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of seeds in. For you guys, just pour in all the seeds that you got in your jar. And first, you're going to let them soak in water overnight. So I just put about halfway through. They're gonna go to the bottom, and we're gonna cover it with our cheesecloth because this is gonna make everything easier. But basically, all we're gonna do is soak them overnight, and then tomorrow, we're gonna say about 6 to 12 hours. Then after 6 to 12 hours, you're going to start rinsing them about 3 or 4 times a day. So I'll show you what that looks like tomorrow, but this is the start. All we're doing is just soaking these seeds, okay? We'll check them out tomorrow.
All right, so it's the next morning. Check it out. They've been soaking, and now the main work that we need to do with these is to keep rinsing. So I really want to rinse them well. And the cheesecloth is super handy because it lets you keep the seeds in and drain all the water out. It's important to keep the water out of here because it can get full of bacteria and stuff that you do not want to eat. So then you find a bowl that you can use and you kind of tilt it so that the water can continue to drain out of your cheesecloth. And I just leave it sitting right here. And I leave it sitting right by the sink so that I can keep draining it. And you're going to want to drain this 3 to 4 times a day. And we'll check back in tomorrow and see what they look like.
Oh, happy birthday, sprouts. Look at them. They're growing. So you're just going to start this daily process of rinsing them about 3 or 4 times a day. You want to get all that water out, rinse them really well, and then put them back in their bowl upside down, preferably somewhere kind of dark.
healthy meal that you grew yourself in your own house? Amazing. And keep on doing it for a few days. You have a literal feast of super duper healthy food that you grew yourself with a very, very low carbon footprint because it didn't need to be transported anywhere and it didn't take too many resources. And Lucy says, thank you. Thanks for sprouting with Tina and Lucy.
What are you doing? It's hot in here. Yeah, but turning on the air conditioner is bad for climate change. You don't really believe in that stuff, do you? What stuff? Science? I'm saying climate change isn't real. Wait, or do you think humans didn't cause it? Huh? Because the average surface temperature of the Earth has risen, the temperatures of the ocean has risen, the Earth's ice sheets are melting, snow cover and glaciers are shrinking, sea levels are rising. Fine, now don't blame humans. Look, I literally love humans more than anything, but they totally are the ones causing this. How do you know? I couldn't become a climate scientist because they don't let dogs into college, but 97% of climate scientists agree that humans are causing this. How do they know? Because the more carbon we put into our atmosphere from coal, oil, and gas, the higher the temperatures are going. I mean, scientists everywhere would tell you this. The only charts I care about are the ones that show what time humans feed me. I love that chart too. I'm gonna give you a few things to read.
Last minute decision making. We're figuring this out. Seriously, like one of the things I like most about my job is whenever I see young families doing solar and thinking about kids that are going to grow up with solar panels on their house, that it's the norm. It becomes the standard. And these videos, I think, really kind of showcase that, and that hopefully this next generation's got things covered. We certainly need the help. So kudos to you youngins out there. They're doing the good work. 2 thumbs up from this solar guy. And I actually had the pleasure of being a guest speaker at their camp earlier this week too, which was a ton of fun to get in there and just talk and answer questions of these young people that are just really thoughtful and really motivated to make positive change in the world. So thumbs up to Earth Charter. Y'all are doing good work. Last but not least, we've got the Indiana Sustainable Development Program, which brought us Sabrina, our intern. And I'm going to pass it over to her real quick and let her tell you a little bit about what she does. She has worked with us over the summer, did the majority of the work on tonight's event, along with other marketing and promotional sorts of things. If you notice on our Facebook page, which you should go like, she's done a lot of the legwork and graphics and promotional stuff that's happening on Facebook these days, but her passion really lies in social justice, which really parallels tonight's event and kind of the current social time. So I'm going to pass it off to Sabrina, let her say hi, tell you a little bit about what she does, and then we'll come back and wrap it up. So thanks for joining us.
Okay. Hello, my name is Sabrina. I'm originally from South Florida, and I am at IU at this School of Public and Environmental Affairs, and I'm getting my master's in public affairs, and I'm really focused on sustainable development and also working with nonprofit organizations, and I absolutely love this opportunity that I got to be part of with the ISDP program. Whole Sun Designs is awesome, and I feel like it's been just a great opportunity. I know everybody all the summer has had to do a lot of different things to adapt to what's going on, but this program has adjusted well, and I was able to still meet a lot of great people. One student in the program actually was a big part of the climate camp that we showed videos to, so shout out to Lucy for being a part of that. And yeah, it's just been a really great time. And the video we're about to play kind of talks more about the program and the placement of different students at IU at all of these sustainable. We hope you enjoy.
Sustainability isn't just about protecting the environment. When people understand that sustainability is about creating a better life for us and future generations, that's when you start to see the buy-in. The ISDP program is important for really two main reasons. The first is that it works with businesses to actually identify how sustainability could be valuable to their business. It also provides students with the experience of real-world sustainability skills.
During the Sustainability Development Program, I did a water quality training program in coordination with the state called the Hoosier River Watch. That gave me the opportunity to not only meet other people involved in sustainability in Indianapolis and across the state, but to meet people that were passionate about water quality in their communities. There's a lot of shifts in thinking that are happening around sustainability, and for a state that is working to implement some of these things for the first time, it's a great opportunity for students to work with organizations that may not have considered moving this direction or recognizing the importance of doing so.
Last year, our sustainability extern worked with us on completing our reporting on greenhouse gas emissions for the community to the Carbon Disclosure Project. That was the first time that the City of Bloomington was ever able to submit that data. The sustainability extern also helped us with our research for our first ever sustainability action plan. They helped to write grant applications, develop and implement surveys, and just help with a lot of social media tasks and creating educational and marketing materials as well. We're at a really exciting time within the state where there's a lot of energy at the local level to develop sustainability plans and climate action plans and to do greenhouse gas emissions inventories. And we're uniquely positioned because of the really strong educational network here and all of the great students that are coming out of the Indiana University system to really build upon top-notch education and have exposure to folks from all over the country who can work on these things while also taking advantage of best practices that have been tried successfully in other parts of the country.
Indianapolis has a much greater need for sustainability talent than our coasts do. And I think the ISDP program really highlights that by pulling businesses and helping them realize that sustainability is an asset to a business. Getting to see the impact that I've been able to make on campus, but also in our Indianapolis community, has really made me attached to Indianapolis in the urban setting. You don't have to be an environmental conservation major to care about sustainability, but sustainability should be important to everyone. If we all take a little bit more time to consider how our decisions affect our planet, we have the power to impact something so much greater than us.
All right, that's it. So one final giveaway. I should learn to play the drums maybe. Amy O, we got a gift certificate for you. Let us know in the comments what you'd like. Rainbow Bakery, which has great donuts, Cardinal Spirits, Mother Bears, or Hopscotch. We'll be happy to get that out to you. Yeah, that's all we got for this evening. It turned out a little shorter than we anticipated, but thank you all so much for joining us. This has been a ton of fun. Big shout out to Sabrina. She's done a ton of work over the summer trying to put all this stuff together, organizing and downloading and app downloading and video editing and the closed captions on the dog and the cat. We make sure we understand that poor dogs can't get into college. It's a sad thing, but I don't know. I think he'd make a great climate scientist personally. Just so you know, we do have a Facebook page. If you'd like to look us up, Whole Sun Designs. We do Solar 101s on a regular basis. So if you want more of me in a computer, in front of a computer, and want to learn more about solar for your home or for your business or for your community, we do Solar 101s on a regular basis. So look us up on Facebook, like us out there. Reminder that this is a fundraiser. If you'd like to go to Wonder Labs page and donate some money, we're going to match that and also kick some money over to the NAACP to support their efforts in tackling racial inequality in our country, which is a very timely issue. Thank you all for the support. We do have that form down there. If you'd like to move forward with getting solar on your home or business, just let us know your info and we'd be happy to touch base with you and get you rolling. And last but not least, stay safe out there, folks. Wear a mask. It's a pretty simple thing to do. Wash your hands. Hopefully in 2021, when we're having our 10th anniversary next year, we'll be able to do this in person. But for now, we've enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Much love to the Whole Sun crew, our community. And again, stay safe out there, folks. Go solar. We love you. Take care.